everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Te Atiawa First Nations people and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. So, apologies for the number of videos today. Just pace yourself over the weekend because I won't be back again until Monday. Today is Friday. I did sort of look and say, do I do half today and half tomorrow? But I am at the stage this next 2 weeks. Holy crumbs! I really feel like just pulling the covers up over my head and saying, "I'll see you in 2 weeks." At the same time, I want to link arms with you all and hold the line. So it's going to get really exhausting. So I thought, no, I'll get them all out of the way today, and then I can have Saturday and Sunday off. So thank you for joining me. Fabulous results with Granny's blood tests yesterday. Went and saw the specialist today. There's not much to say. It's still, how long is a piece of string as to when she gets home, etc. But things are really looking up and she's doing amazing. Okay, what I want to have a look at a little bit closer to home, Queensland state elections. So in Australia, Queensland is having, it's a state. We are a federation rather than a republic in Australia, so slightly different rules than what they have in the US. We're like Canada, France to a degree, those sorts of countries. So we have the states, and Queensland is having their election tomorrow. Right, if for followers of Lena Rodriguez from Tarot Down Under, we'd know that in Australia we refer to Queensland as the Texas of the South, a resource-rich state that is very conservative. There's a lot of big hat, no cattle dudes floating around. There's a lot of, your jeans are too tight, masculine strutting. It's one of those sort of areas. So now our Labor Party is our same as the Democratic in the US. Our Labor Party in Australia is our progressive, socially responsible party. Our Liberal National Party, it's a coalition. Liberal National Party in Australia is our conservative, big end of town supporters party. So when I say big end of town, capitalism and millionaires or billionaires or whatever you like to call them. So I want to have a look at how the Queensland election is going to go. I do the Queensland Liberal National Party, which is the Conservative Party in Australia, are pushing agendas such as anti-abortion. They are pushing adult crime, adult time agendas. So therefore, 10-year-olds could be tried as an adult. They're making a lot of people very uncomfortable. However, the Progressive Party has been in power in Queensland for a while as the state, the governing of the state, and through the COVID pandemic, through the high inflation, however, there are issues, but there are issues, global issues, the cost of living, the inflation, the crime rate, etc. This is not a particular government, particular area issue. These are global issues. But when there's an election, it's easy to blame the party that's in power at the time. So I just want to have a look. Now you've got the likes of Robbie Katter coming out. Yeah, this explains the win at any cost. The Robbie Katter, son of Bob Katter. If you don't know who Bob Katter is, Katter, look him up. Oh, please. How on earth he ever gets elected to our federal government, I have no idea. But his son, Robbie Katter, is stepping up in the state election. So let's have a look. There have been some interviews of young people who have said, they were going to back Robbie Katter. He comes from the Mount Isa area. This is just as an example of what's happening in Queensland at the moment. But they were going to back Robbie Katter because they think he's good for the area, except that he's come out and said that he's anti-abortion. So therefore, you've got basically every woman has just said, oh, hang on, maybe not, and men that support women. So, right. So, and as I'm talking about Robbie Katter, he might find himself really struggling. So I'm just going to have a look. I'm going to do a throw on both parties. One Nation, who is one of our small parties that's been rapidly losing voters and favours, become more outrageous in a desperation to stay relevant. One Nation was a bit of a powerhouse in Queensland and possibly still is. But they were very anti-immigration, anti any religion that wasn't Christian. They were very, again, if you Google Pauline Hanson, Hanson, I think it is, Pauline Hanson, just awful piece of shrill. She's just shrill. Okay, but let's have a look. They've been promoting conspiracy theories on QAnon. But very much like the MAGA at the moment, what rhetoric worked in the past. But actually, if you're wondering what fell out, that was what was it? It was the Six of Pentacles, the one with the empty basket and the full tree when I was talking about One Nation. I don't think One Nation are going to do very well at all in this election. People are just tired of their nonsense. But I want to have a look. Show me, how is the Liberal National Party going to go in the Queensland election coming up? Woo-wee, got there eventually. Okay, manipulation, manifestation. Oh, they might pull it off. They're flogging up the hill with a difficult message to sell, but they might pull it off. Their challenge is going to be, I don't know that they're going to have a majority government. Are they going to have to form with another? We're going to see a rise of what we call in Australia the teals, the independents. A lot of them are women. A lot of them are intelligent women who are not resonating with either party. Because we've got the Hanged Man here being stopped. This could be their manipulation or their ability to pull it off as being stopped, because this is the here and now. There's this new slogans that are coming out that are making people look at it from a different point of view. A lot of money behind the Liberal National Party, a lot of wealthy donors. They're the ones that give the tax cuts to the rich, that protect the corporations, etc. A lot of oligarchical money behind the Liberal National Party. In the past, we've got it's the gold cup with the rubies set into it. It's being circled by the koi, which are a Japanese symbol of wealth. Emotionally overwhelming, emotionally cleansing, but you've got the all-seeing eye here as well. In the past, the Liberal National Party might have had a bit of a cleaning out. But it also may be that people are seeing them as the party of the wealthy, creating this reading, balance, moderation. But the immediate future, the swords are poised to fall. This is a really confusing reading. The swords are poised to fall. There might be some legal action here, or it could just be that they are seen for a desire for a more moderate form of government. I think the Labor Party might win this. I'll read on them in a sec, because they've got the Liberal National Party have 3 pens. I know this is oligarchical money, but it's also end of a cycle. 10 of Swords, end of a cycle. 10 of Wands, end of a cycle. A desire for something that's more moderate, being seen in the past as throwing their lot in with the moneyed. Okay, finding themselves restricted Externally, internally, a lot of anxiety, hopes and fears, strength of the women, finding themselves out in the cold. A new start, or simply foolishly stepping off the cliff and ending up with loss. Wow. This does not look good for the Liberal National Party, and I can't say I'm upset, because they're not the ideal that we need going forward. Peter Dutton, if you know who Peter Dutton is in Australia, absolutely horrible man. He's the leader on the federal level of the Liberal National Party. He's just awful, awful man. Let's have a look. So they're not good cards for the Liberal National Party. I don't think that they'll get in. I don't think so. What I'm thinking, okay, I'll have a look at the Labor Party, but I want to seriously then look at the independents. Show me, how will the Labor Party, so we've got the two main parties, and then we have independents is really the biggest third party, if that makes sense. We did have viable third parties, and the slogan of some of the third parties in the past were things like "keep the bastards honest," but that now the independents are the viable alternative. So show me. I'm not even going to look at third One Nation. I just think they're flogging a dead horse. But let's have a look. The Labor Party. How will the Labor Party go in the Queensland election? The Labor Party. Big money behind the Labor Party, I suspect, too. But how will the Labor Party go in the Queensland election? They're the ones pushing renewables. And you want that. Right, okay, thank you. Sort of truth, bringing forward a truth that needs to be seen. Show me. Show me, how will the Labor Party go in the Queensland election? There's a lot of fear in communities because the Labor Party is very much renewable. A lot of fear in the gas and coal communities. Fear-mongering. Let's have a look. How will the Labor Party... You want to leave that one there. Okay. Right. So they're bringing forward a sort of truth, a harsh reality in the face of this fading control, this fading dominance and the rise of the feminine. It also can be the women say, I don't think so anymore. At the foundation for the Labor Party, it's about holding on to what is really important here, but they haven't got as much to bring, as much to offer. In the past, we've got shining a light, a bright light, full illumination, but that's in the past. Counting this reading, again, the Hanged Man in some way being stopped, the Tower in the immediate future. It's not looking much better for the Labor Party either. A tearing down of how the government system of the current Labor Party, so it can be rebuilt anew. The need to give and receive help internally. Analysing what is on offer, looking at what's on offer, not necessarily liking it, but we've then got steady governance. I think independents are going to hold the balance of power here. Female independence, Three of Cups, offer being made. So here's the offer that is being made that they may not particularly like, but here's the offer being made. The voters have spoken, and here are women bringing it with the Queen of Cups, the feminine moon. It is, I'm drawn to the fact of the Wheel of Fortune here. It is time to shine a feminine energy on this and bring healing. Okay. Wow. Okay. Just looking at what's on the bottom. There's a lot of choices based in greed, but there is one obvious one. Counting of the votes, declaring the winner. Again, I think the two major parties are going to find themselves out in the cold. The truth, it is time for a cleansing and a bringing in of the feminine energy. I'm going to say I don't think either of the two major parties are going to be able to form government in their own right. I know that brings its own issues. Show me the independents. I think independents are going to hold the power of government here. Show me the independents in the Queensland election. Show me the role of the independents in the Queensland government going forward. The role of independents in the Queensland government going forward. Show me the role of independents in the Queensland government going forward. This is actually the next card to put out. The youth. Youth bringing it. Absolutely. Bringing a new truth. Now, I want that one to go on the top, and I know what it is. It's about a new beginning, a new start. The young people will speak with clarity and a harsh truth for all the old crusted Bob Catters, Pauline Hansons, etc. This is new energy, new start, new journey. The voters will speak. The women voters will speak. In the past, feminine movement forward, being seen and heard. I think these women voters and these women independents working together. So they will work together with the party that treats them as equals that they can work with. Immediate future. The independents will have a powerful decision to bring forward about plans that they want to bring forward, about the messaging that they want to bring forward. Externally, we've got this win at any cost abuse of power, but I don't think this is the independents themselves. This is what is attacking them. Internally, loss, disappointment, heartbreak. So not all, but I'm drawn to the two that are under the tree here. Actually, what I'm going to say is I think the independents are going to bring this energy to the major parties. The win at any cost, abusive power parties are going to find themselves in this. Yeah, a lot of positive messaging is going to come out there. It's about kitchen table issues, King of Swords, and then justice. Actions having consequences, Lady Justice, bringing about equality. Don't know who this King of Swords is, whether there's a legal challenge there or whether it's just this is the energy they're bringing. Kings are externally doing, queens are internally doing, and this is about bringing forth this new truth, bringing forth this new wisdom, this new clarity, this new strategy of balance and equality. We've then got the Knight of Pentacles, stability of government, and circles of support. Wow. It is a hard slog uphill. The boundaries will, I think, bringing forward their offer with boundaries. They are going to be the new voice that is bringing an end to the old and ushering in the new. As people walk away from what does not serve them and they want to go back to, if I say a simpler time, emotionally to what really matters. And I'm drawn to the fact that there's a lot of environmental issues in this. I just really feel that the age of untethered greed is over. And people are realizing it's more than money that at stake. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. I'm just going to say I don't think either party is going to be able to form government in their own right, and I think the independents will hold the balance of power. Let's see how it goes. I'm not always right, but those three spreads, we'll see how it plays. Love to you all. Take care. Bye-bye.